If a woman is not attracted to me because I'm bald, oh well, she's not for me. Bye. So, I got a couple of comments on my I gave up on dating app video that referred to, that basically blamed my weight for it and my appearance. And you know what? I don't think they're completely wrong. Because I've realized something recently. Looks are a starting point when it comes to dating. They're not the end all be all. It's a little bit of a uphill battle if you're not exactly Chad Chaddington in terms of getting attention or getting it started. Because it is technically possible for someone who isn't particularly good looking to be able to get a partner, whether it's for men or women. Yeah, you begin with seeing them. In the case of dating apps, literally, your opening picture is supposed to be. It's literally the first thing that people see. People literally judge the book by the cover instead of reading the synopsis or watching the trailer. Of course, trailers can be misleading, as can synopsises. Marketing materials, too, as I discovered with that new Apple TV Plus movie, Echo Valley. Sydney Sweeney disappeared for like the entire second half of it. And I'm like, really? They featured her on the cover art for the movie, but that's beside the point. Anyway, looks are a starting point because that's literally the first thing that someone sees. So, assuming my profile was not buried under all the other profiles, those commenters who comment on my weight quite a bit, actually, not just the dating app video. Every now and then, I actually do get a comment telling me, you've got to lose weight or you got to get your health in check. Actually, I'm going to pull them up so that I can read them. But yeah, you get the idea. Basically, I would not be surprised if a decent number of women swiped left on me because I am a pretty big guy, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm doing better on that because I am officially switching from, what was it? I'm officially switching from cheese cracker sandwiches to smoothies when I'm not at the instant gratification job. I actually just got a personal blender to start doing that. That's beside the point. No, that's actually the point that I'm striving to do better on that. So yeah, instead of just moping about it, I am actually doing something about it. But in the meantime, I am walking away from dating apps. I'm not changing my stance. I'm just advancing in a different direction. Now, like I said in the I gave up on dating apps video, you can literally have Jack Morgan pointed out how your personality doesn't shine through on the dating apps. I mean, I think that's why Hinge has the video and audio prompts. Alright, here's the one from that video. Yeah, basically they will treat you horribly if you're dangerously overweight. But if you lost weight, you'll see immediately improvement. Best bet would be to date overweight women you might not be attracted to, and you'll have more luck. It's not the apps, man. I'm sorry, but it's you. And they didn't work for me, and now I've lost weight and have more confidence. I have lots of success. No. I decided to just reply, my weight certainly doesn't help. Now that I've actually read the comment with a little more attention to it, hey, my problem wasn't that I was overlooking overweight women. I was literally passing on, I was literally swiping left slash pressing X anytime I saw an indication that a woman drinks, smokes, or does drugs, April 20th or otherwise. Kind of makes me wonder if he even watched the video. I don't think I mentioned this in that video, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm not against dating overweight women. I'm just gonna be honest. I have nothing against it. Now, I can understand why someone might have a harder time with it in terms of worrying about the health stuff if we ignore the looks for a moment. Though I have to say there is a limit to that, so let's just say if let's just say I won't date a potential candidate for my 600-pound life, but I'm not going to write her off or disregard her if she has a protruding belly. I'm not going to consider her not romantically viable. Okay, that sounded a little confused. I'm just going to say it. Having a few extra pounds does not make you. Having a few extra pounds means you're still romantically viable, in my opinion. But I'm also not going to. I'm not going to make a big deal about it, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, here's another one from the same video. You look like Wings of Redemption. Get your health up. That's what the personal blender is for. It was less than $20 on Amazon. So yeah, instead of cheese cracker sandwiches for morning and afternoon snack every single day, I am going to make a strawberry banana smoothie. As for meal drinks, honestly, I'm kind of torn between, what is it, water or getting some other frozen fruit and then blending that with water to make fruit juice that doesn't have the garbage that RFK is looking to outlaw. Alright, I'm trying to find some of the other comments that poked fun at my weight. I think I have to have the page load up some more, but yeah, honestly, I am gonna try and get my health up. Trying to do better, but I think I might have mentioned this in another video, but I'm gonna say it again if I did. I try not to completely overhaul everything. Now, the personal blender for smoothies situation, yeah, that's going to be quite an overhaul, switching from cheese cracker sandwiches to something that requires a little more effort, admittedly, with other ingredients. But it's definitely going to be a better idea in the long run because a little more effort goes a long way towards making an improvement. And here's the thing, I like strawberry banana smoothies. So I have no issue just blending those together and then drinking them. Might even look into other protein mix-ins to make it more filling. And again, stay away from the garbage that RFK is trying to get out of the food system, the food supply. Alright, I can't find any of the older examples of people poking fun at my weight in the comments section, which I don't take personally. It's the internet. And also, I can kind of understand why more women would swipe left on me, because although I avoid drinking, smoking, and drugs April 20th or otherwise, I am far from perfect. Here's the thing for me personally, I think it's okay to either I think it's okay to eat a little more unhealthily if you don't drink like me because you're not getting the weight gain issues that come from alcohol, and you're not getting the lung issues from tobacco if you don't smoke. So the way I see it, you can you can afford to eat a little less clean. I mean, as I said, not everyone can go full Bo Refek by being like, eat clean, eat whole foods. But we can all strive to do a little better by switching out something like cheese cracker sandwiches or other snacks from the snack aisle that may have the stuff that RFK is going to outlaw and replace it with something like smoothies or frozen fruit in general if you can't drum up $20 for a personal blender on Amazon. Oh, also, in addition to not eating as much garbage, in terms of choosing better foods, I am also. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I'm doing better on doing daily walks with the time to walks on Apple Fitness Plus. I think I might try to do that more before I get back into strength, kickboxing, etc. I will say this though, the last couple of Tuesdays after Mission Impossible 8, and I put on my special movie going shirt. I like to wear a nicer button up shirt for when I go see a movie because I guess I just like to feel fancy or something like that. I guess I just want to feel a little fancier, but I had noticed that it fit a lot better on June 3rd and 10th compared to May 27th. So there's that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here for the video. I went on a bit longer than I originally expected, but the point is, looks are the starting point. Obviously, they're not something I should worry about long term. My thing is more about my problem with the dating apps, to follow up on what I said in that other video, is it's more about a behavior that I have issue with than looks and such. And yeah, I know that I'm no Chad Chaddington. I'm not really concerned about the bald part. My thing is, if a woman is not attracted to me because I'm bald, oh well, she's not for me. Bye. So yeah, same thing with, just like how, and I'm okay with if she feels that way because I have that same thing when it comes to drinking, smoking, and drugs. If she does any of those, bye. So I'm going to leave it here for the video. You let me know in the comments down below whether you agree that looks are a starting point, or if we should have something like the dating app from Ted Lasso that focused on, that actually didn't allow pictures. But yeah, give this video a like, subscribe for daily videos. I'll see you soon.